Lenovo has been known for producing some high-quality phones at affordable prices. Although the K6 Note has been already announced at IFA 2016, I wanted to take a look at the K5 Note. It is a phone that costs just $150, but it brings quite a lot to the table. My name is Linus, stay tuned for your full TechLineHD review. The phone ships with all the usual stuff you would expect to come with any smartphone, and there are no extras included. When it comes to the design of the phone, the K5 Note does not sport any exceptional looks that would differentiate from other phones. The device is well built and it uses metal backplate. However, the top and bottom parts, the buttons and the entire chassis are made out of plastic, which is kind of a letdown considering the fact that even some super cheap smartphones use metal. On the other hand, the Lenovo K5 Note comes with the LED notification light and backlit capacitive buttons that some of the cheaper phones lack. We have a 5.5 inches 1080p display, which is great. The panel is sharp, bright, and you can adjust the color temperature to your liking in the settings menu. As far as optics, we have a 13 megapixel shooter with f2.2 aperture and a single LED flash. The fingerprint sensor works just fine. It is fast and accurate, and you can unlock your phone straight from the standby mode. Also, there are some other ways to use the fingerprint scanner, for example, long press it and it works as a home button. The loudspeaker quality is actually one of the best you can find on a $150 phone. The quality of sound via the headset jack is one of the best in class, and that is thanks to the built-in hi-fi audio chip. The Lenovo K5 Note ships with an octa-core MediaTek Helio P10 chip with a maximum clock speeds of 1.8 GHz, 3 GB of RAM, and 32 GB of storage, which can be also expanded via the microSD card slot. I've never been impressed with the Helio P10 chips when it comes to the 3D gaming, and the K5 Note is no exception. You can only play Asphalt 8 on medium graphics to avoid stutter and lag. On the other hand, games like Nova 3 and Modern Combat 5 run quite well. Also, I didn't notice any overheating issues. Speaking of the day-to-day user interface performance, the phone is fast, fluid, and I didn't have any issues with it. I'm quite disappointed that the phone ships with the outdated Android 5.1 with a Lenovo skin on top of it. It is not a deal breaker for a budget phone, but there are plenty of cheap phones that already have Android 6.0. On the other hand, I like the Lenovo skin as there are quite a few features and customization options to play with. Just to name a few, you can quickly launch the camera straight from the standby mode, draw a letter C to trigger one-hand operation mode, or use a few gesture controls that work fine. You can also select from a variety of themes, change transition effects, and so on. The pictures taken with the 13 megapixels camera look quite nice. There is a good amount of detail and the colors look natural. However, the camera is inconsistent with the dynamic range adjustment, and I got a few shots that were out of focus. As for low-light image quality, $150 phones have never impressed me, and the K5 Note is no exception. Well, the phone has one of the better cameras in its class, but all the low-light images will look grainy and noisy. The 1080p footage does not look horrible, but it could be definitely better and look sharper. An 8 megapixels front-firing camera is actually pretty good, and you can take some decent-looking selfies with it. The K5 Note comes with a hybrid dual SIM card tray, which can take either 2 SIMs or 1 SIM and the microSD card. The call quality, signal reception, GPS, Wi-Fi, and all other connectivity options work just fine. The phone ships with a 3500 mAh battery that performs well. It will definitely get you through the day or even 2 days depending on the usage. On my usage, I could get over 5 hours of screen on time, which is a decent result. So there we have it, a $150 Lenovo K5 Note. It is one of the best phones in this price range, but it is definitely not perfect. The phone sports a good build quality, nice and sharp display, user interface that has a lot of features, pretty good cameras, and hi-fi audio via the headset jack. Also, the K5 Note has accurate fingerprint sensor, a good loudspeaker, and some little features that some other cheap phones lack, a notification LED light and backlit capacitive buttons. On the other hand, the phone does not have a metal trim as it uses plastic instead. It is a letdown considering the fact that even the cheapest phones use metal frames in their construction. Although I enjoy the user interface performance, the phone runs on the outdated Android 5.1. Finally, the Helio P10 chip is not the best option for you if you enjoy playing the latest 3D games on the highest graphics settings. At the end of the day, the Lenovo K5 Note is still a solid phone for the price, and it definitely has more pros than cons. However, you have to consider if the previously mentioned shortcomings are important to you or not. It was Linus, thanks for watching, and if you guys have any questions, please drop me a comment down below. Also, please subscribe to the channel for more videos like this if you haven't already, and follow TechLineHD on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. See you in the next video soon.